Are you a Minecraft Bedrock player? Perhaps you are playing Minecraft Windows 10 Edition or MCPE aka Minecraft Pocket Edition and you got bored and now want some mods? Well, I'm here to help. In this video I'll be showing you the top 10 MCPE and Bedrock add-ons of this month to download now. Because of high demand from my Bedrock fans, I'm going to show you mods that you guys who don't have Java Edition can actually play on MCPE, which is the mobile edition, and Bedrock Edition on PC, which are the same versions. So rest assured, both of you can play all these mods. Number 10, Sonic Land. This new randomly generated biome replaces the grassland biome, and it's inspired by the Green Hill Zone level from the Sonic games and adds in some new structures, blocks and objects, enemies and animals and palm trees. This mod is really refreshing with its vibrant colours and reminiscent cartoon graphics. The palm trees themselves can be harvested into wooden blocks, which can then be built into separate building blocks, a crafting table and sticks and tools. The generated rings are picked up and added to your inventory when you get close to them. There are large boxes of super rings which can grant you between 10 to 20 rings. There's also generated platforms that let you do high jumps. The new NPC spawns within the biome and they can be interacted with to trade with them, giving you the chance to exchange unique items for rings and diamonds. You can buy both decorative objects and Sonic character skins and gear or shadow items from these vendors. There's a shadow rifle that fires explosive fire with 20 rounds. The skins sold by the vendor give you the ability to sprint at fast speed, make super jumps and negate fall damage entirely. You just equip them in the head and helmet slot. You can activate the new spin mode or fly mode as Tails for an example by toggling it by pressing the crouch key. The different Chaos Emeralds have functions corresponding to their colours, with 3 in the overworld and the Master Emerald in the end, each having 32 uses. The green emerald summons animals at random, blue grants night vision for 10 minutes, red gives an extra life for 10 minutes, purple adds good potion effects for 10 minutes, yellow changes the time of day, white gives you 16 chili dogs, Sonic's favourite, and cyan gives you invisibility and slow fall for 10 minutes duration. There's also bosses, namely Dr. Eggman and Robotnik's drones, Metal Sonic, and some more too. Number 9, NB Monster Expanded. This add-on implements some naturally spawning monster types into the world that will make the game tougher and more challenging, each having very vanilla-like appearances to them. There's a range of different spider types that are biome specific, such as desert and mesa spiders, swamp spiders, snow spiders and more. There are also some different creeper types, such as the stone creeper, snow creeper and jungle creeper. The skeleton archer and warrior particularly look really cool and very fitting of a fantasy theme. Not to mention, the mod also adds some different biome dependent zombie types that add some extra danger to exploration. Number 8, Spider-Man Into the CraftingVerse. Inspired by the Into Spider-Verse and the general Spider-Man cinematic and comic book universe, you can expect to see some very fitting costumes, weapons, tools and superpowers of Spider-Man, as well as the key Spider-Man villains you'll be facing. The sewing machine is required to make all of the homemade suits, whereas the suit factory is what you use to make more advanced weapons and the more technological suits, with some having different levels of shield, as well as push resistance or special abilities to match them. For an example, the stealth suits give skills such as the green's invisibility feature upon crouching, the blue's water breathing, and the red's fire resistance aspect. The web shooters in the form of bouncing for swinging and web shooting, shooting for shooting web traps, Venom's symbiote shooters which use the black suit to fire symbiotic webs, the electric spider web shooter and impulse web shooter to boost the player. The symbiote capsule lets you acquire the black Spider-Man suits, the ultimate form and the Sam Raimi Spider-Man universe variant. This capsule is placed on the ground and interacted with a suit or a mask in hand with it. Enemies include Electro, who will use his deception, the Green Goblin, who uses explosive pumpkins, Venom, who will make use of symbiotic spikes, Dr. Octopus, who attacks you with his robo arms, Morbius, who can fly and teleport, Sandman, who's neutral and his giant form that summons sand spikes on you, the Lizard, who can be cured with the anti-serum back into Dr. Connors, Craven, who uses melee and arrows, Mr. Negative, who makes use of summoned spirits, Rhino, Scorpion, who poisons you, Prowler, and the Vulture, who flies. The 3D models and textures of this one are very high quality in this mod. Number 7, Star Wars Armory. This add-on brings a series of 18 brand new blasters into the game, which also includes the flamethrower and rocket launcher, utilizing a unique gun system. The mod also adds 25 different new new armor sets, and it has a nice set of fully animated components. There's the standard issue Rebel and Empire rifles and heavy blaster rifles, short range blaster pistols and carbines, long range clone trooper snipers and hand blasters and more. You can expect a range of additions from this armory which span the Clone Wars until the Galactic Empire era. As well as this, there's a ton of Stormtrooper type armors, with Special Troopers gear like the Scout Trooper and Death Trooper armors, Imperial Officer ranking suits, Rebel gear, and also Mandalorian style armor sets. Number 6, True Survival Rise of the Lycans. The theme of this one is all about humans versus werewolves, with werewolf hunters attempting to hunt down the beasts and push them into hiding. Instead of the usual threats of creepers and zombies, werewolves will now roam at night to attack you, reverting to their human form when the day comes. Lycan hunters will however attack werewolves both in their human and werewolf forms. It takes only 60 seconds for an infection to take hold after a werewolf attack, which will transform you each night without control. The wolfsbane flowers from the savannah can be made into a potion to be used during the 60-second window of infection to stop the transformation process, something you have to take during each encounter. Werewolves have heightened speed and increased agility, although they can't carry inventory items in wolf form and they're hunted by Lycan hunters. They can't harvest materials or food or build up a house as a beast, meaning all they can really do is hunt animals. After slaying werewolves, Lycan hearts can be taken and made into Lycan bottled blood, which can be combined with wolfsbane to be made into a curse to transform back into a human. In the Mesa and Desert, silver ore can be mined as a dust and made into bars to craft a sword, which will poison werewolves and do heightened damage against them. Number 5, Solo Leveling. This is an anime mod which is based off the show of the same name. It has so many cool features and characters and some really cool elements to play around with. Just look at the different weapons and mobs added throughout this mod. It's really worth checking out. Number 4, Aeon Fantasy. Based on the Final Fantasy video game franchise, this add-on adds in a variety of brand new mobs, as well as a completely unique taming system and ways of crafting cool items. The Inferno Hollow is a new volcanic lair biome where you'll find dead trees, mesa rock and lava. The Macalania Woods are a new magical forest filled with fireflies and magic flowers that they flock to. Found in deep caves, you can collect blue crystals with a pickaxe to craft weapons. There's a lot of cool equipment and weapons in this mod, my favourite being the Buster Sword, an enormous broadsword that's 5 to 6 feet long. The range of new mobs is quite impressive too. Many people will be aware of the Chocobos in particular, which are those cute vibrantly coloured birds. Number 3, Mythological Craft add-on. If you love ancient mythology and fantasy tales of old, this add-on will interest you. This one is all about mystical creatures from the Cyclops, ogres and giants to centaurs, minotaurs and more, some being tough bosses with deadly abilities that they'll use against you when facing them. There's also some really nice structures which spawn across the world. These include new cozy houses, abandoned wells, temples housing the specialized bosses, griffins' nests, genies' lairs, towers and dungeons. Number 2, InSaRE's Warfare add-on. This is a really high quality 3D weapons add-on for Minecraft that adds a large collection of guns, serving as a large combination pack, featuring tactical sprinting, special first person animations, specific recoil patterns, and bespoke animations per weapon. It's the quality of the models themselves which made me like this particular mod. There's different types of nades, from HE, flashes and smoke nades. There's the PPSH, Mauser, M1911, Thompson, MP40 and M1 Garand, to name a few war weapons. There's also some more modernised weapons too, adding Glocks, AKs, the M42, knife, MP5K, AKM, M16, A12 shotgun, Honey Badger, Intervention, the sniper from Modern Warfare 2, M4A1, M14, the SCAR, L96 sniper, the Barrett 50 cal, and also US and Russian armor sets for soldiers. Number 1, One Block. The popular one block game mode is brought to life in Bedrock now with this add-on, letting you start out on one block and break it to try to expand. In one block you break the one block underneath you and it becomes a new block which takes its place. You can then place any blocks you picked up to expand your island in a skyblock style fashion with slow progression. There's different biomes and features to the world, but as with any other one block experience, it's slow starting out but it makes for an interesting play session. If you found a mod you liked in this video, smash the like button and subscribe, and tell me in the comments below which of these 10 add-ons were your favourite and why, and tell me about any other great Bedrock mods that you like which I didn't feature. Check out the merch linked in the description below to support the channel, and thanks for watching.